We have seen a pretty active, vocal crowd online vowing to try and put people out of business for following these rules. What can these small businesses do to avoid all the hate and the attacks that are out there right now?
Well, start by saying thank you for boycotting a place you're not allowed to go to because we didn't want you anyway. The actual thing about this is that most people, the vast majority of people actually say, you know what, I'm more likely to go to a restaurant if I know the person at the table next to me is vaccinated. And so I'm encouraging everyone who is vaccinated, now you can feel a little bit safer. Now you should feel like you can support these local businesses. And frankly, if there's going to be less drunken Yahoo belligerent people yelling at you about conspiracy theories, it'll be even a nicer night out, won't it?
We have no capacity I don't even know what a vaccine passport is. All I know is this, that it's illegal based on the Privacy Act to ask somebody whether they've received a certain medical procedure or not, including a vaccine. So the government of Alberta at least will not be participating in anything like that.
To adopt the restriction exemption program, a proof of vaccination program.
Despite several promises from Jason Kenney that he would never implement a vaccine passport in Alberta, he did just that. There were certain measures in this restriction exemption program that allowed businesses to not violate people's medical privacy. They would just be extremely restricted in their capacity, so they couldn't allow as many people in their restaurants. They would suffer financially in order to not violate people's medical privacy. Well, unfortunately, Nenchian City Council, with the exception of Jeremy Farkas, voted unanimously to strike down that opportunity for businesses to be outside of the restriction exemption protocol in Calgary. So as we stand right now in this city, there are a number of places that certain citizens are simply exempt from. Second-class citizens within Alberta.
Warning, censorship.
Adam Soos here for Rebel News, and we are in Century Gardens here in Calgary. This protest was originally scheduled to take place at Millennium, but there is another event there, so a large number of people are making their way over as this was a last-minute change. Regardless, there are hundreds of people here, probably up to 1,000, and the crowd is set to grow. We're going to be here throughout the day covering this protest and this rally of Albertans who are fed up with this violation of their fundamental medical freedom.
Thank you, Rebel! We have it in us to stop this madness. We have it in us. We are full of love. We have no hate. We are not born with hate. And we will never be hateful as those government idiots are telling us to be. I witnessed it myself. I saw so many beautiful people, even students at the University of Calgary, SAIT, NAIT, University of Alberta. We have it in us. And just something else that's happening at the University of Calgary, we have the Students' Union, who is supposedly spreading and advocating for diversity, equality, and inclusion. None of it is happening. We witnessed it the first hand, and we are fighting for it full force. Thank you very much.
If you want to support fearless journalism, you can do so by going to rebelnewsstore.com, where you can get lots of great clothing, including the very shirt I'm wearing. Tell us what brings you out today, your involvement with the protests against these vaccine mandates.
Yeah, so basically I go to the University of Calgary, and we've been told that by January 1st we have to be vaccinated, and I personally, for personal reasons, would like not to be. So now we're finding out that we're not even allowed religious exemptions, medical exemptions, and I just found it completely outrageous. So
to represent freedom, to stand up for our rights.
And what does it feel like to have a crowd this size rallying together for the second week in a row, really, against these vaccine passports and mandates?
It feels great. Like, it's nice to see more and more people coming out, and it really makes you feel empowered, and you can conquer this, and we're going to beat this. I believe it.
I'm just fighting for the freedom for my kids.
And as we can see, you've got a little baby here. What does it feel like to see families, to have a community of support as a new parent? What's it feel like to have these people here with you?
It's amazing, honestly. Like, you feel so alone in the way that we're thinking, but seeing all these people here, it's just so amazing.
We're so blessed to live here.
Now, the original sort of vaccine passport put down by Jason Kenney did allow businesses to sort of sidestep it and hand out food and everything like that. The city of Calgary under Naheed Nenshi has wiped away that opportunity, and the vaccine passport is completely implemented. What do you make of the job the mayor of Calgary is doing?
It's really disappointing. You know, we put our faith and hope in these people that they're going to have our backs, and I just feel like we had the rug ripped right out from underneath us.
So the crowd that had gathered at Millennium Park because they changed locations last minute today has finally joined the group here, and thousands are once again marching through the streets of Calgary in opposition to the vaccine passports implemented by Jason Kenney and Naheed Nenshi.
Well, I mean, there's tons of people here that probably have a voice kind of just like me that maybe don't want to stand up and talk, but they feel like exactly like I do, and they want to tell people what they feel. So, I don't know. I felt like the need to get up there and make my voice heard, because I know there's thousands of people who feel the exact same way.
We're taking a stand for freedom. This is a medical segregation. This is a human rights issue. They're coming for this is against tyranny. We have to make a stand, or there's no more country left. Canada is just what happened before Germany before World War II. What they did to the Poles, the Gypsies, the Jews, they're about to do to us.
And yourself, sir?
My body, my choice.
Yeah.
If I can drop a baby, if a woman can drop a baby at any stage, you have a choice to change your sex, and I have the choice to take the vaccine or not. Yeah. My body, my choice.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. We hope you're enjoying the video, but if you want to keep watching it, YouTube won't allow you to do it here. You can go to rebelnews.com or click the link in the description below. If you agree with the thousands of people who are once again marching through the streets of Calgary that vaccine passports violate our fundamental freedoms, go to fightvaccinepassports.com.